Welcome to Stuff Flicks. I'm Stuffy. I'm in a new place. My background is not quite set up yet, but it's getting there. It's the first video I'm shooting in the new place, and yeah, it's good times. Moving is expensive and stressful, but it's been good. The new place, the new town is wonderful. I love it here. I love it so much better than where I was living previously, mostly because before, the entire county I lived in had less than like 1,800 people in the whole county. And that's kind of boring, which is one of the reasons I started my YouTube video. Was I needed a hobby. Yeah, I needed a hobby, but I still enjoy doing it even though I moved, so I'm going to keep doing my YouTube videos. If you're new to my channel, I like watching and reacting to movies, and I try to give a review of what's going on. Sometimes right before the final act of the movie starts, I like to try and kind of give a guess on what might happen for the end of the movie. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm way off. And then I give a review at the end. And I take notes in my special book here. This is where I take my notes. And then this book is where I have my movie list. Whoops. Picture of my grandpa fell out. I found it when I was packing up my old room. I'm like, oh my god, it's my grandpa. But I do have a list of movies here that my viewers have given me. Sometimes my friends, sometimes I've added movies in myself. And today I'm going to watch One Cut of the Dead. It is a Japanese movie directed by Shinichiro Ueda. I practiced that. Okay, let's go ahead. We're going to watch now One Cut of the Dead. It is currently on Shudder. Yeah, let's read the description really quickly. Because I read it earlier and I was like, oh my god, I worked on some film projects where the director could have totally done this. So while shooting a low-budget zombie film in an abandoned warehouse, the crew find themselves caught between actual zombies and a mad director who won't stop filming. If you think you know what happens next, think again. Filmmaker Shinichiro Ueda turns the film on its head more than once for one of the wildest, funniest, and most surprising zombie movies of all time. And I love zombie movies, especially a funny zombie movie. I could have been like this, because when I was shooting my senior film, if some like weird disaster like that happened while making my senior film had a freaking sword fight in a record store. It was like, I pitched it as like Kill Bill meets Empire Records. That was basically my senior film. But no, if like some actual ninjas came into the store and started sword fighting everybody, I would have made sure my AD kept filming. Did you get it? Keep shooting, don't stop! Cut. Okay, right off the bat, like I know they're making a movie. Oh my god, that was awful. That was the 42nd take. I might get some hate for some Stanley Kubrick stands out there, but this immediately reminds me of Stanley Kubrick and the way he treated Shelley Duvall on The Shining. Is this still on one take? I just realized this is all just one big take. A director can make a bad actor look good, or they can make a good actor look bad. It comes down to your director. I really appreciate a good long cut, like a long take like this. Especially because it's hard. Like, if you're a stage actor, it's easier to transition into like a film like this, because on stage it's basically a stage play is one long take, and so that's what's happening here. And I just really appreciate it when a film does it well. God, I thought you were gonna fall down the stairs for a second. Look at the dude in the yellow shirt. He's just sitting back there like this is just rehearsal. She is... How can she smile? Even a fake smile right now. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, if you've seen my last few videos, I have a plant named Ursula, and this is her. I brought it with me, and it survived the move. Surprisingly, I drove a giant U-Haul, and it sat in the front seat with me, and it got a little droopy here and there, but I kept it watered, and it got repotted just the other day. It's blooming again. I got some new leaves here, here, another one in here, there, there, another one in here, there, here. There's leaves everywhere. Everyone in the house calls her Ursula because they know her name. And yeah, it keeps me company. All right, back to the movie. I just kind of wanted to say that before I forgot again. I meant to say that in my opening. No, don't open the door. Oh my God, don't go. Oh my God. I'm waiting for the director to show up again. Action! Oh no, another one. What is he doing? Did she get bit? Or scratched? Uh-oh. Action! Did she kill the guy? Oh. He killed her. What just happened? Whose makeup? It was makeup on her leg the whole time. Oh my God. I just now realized the name of the movie, One Cut of the Dead. This whole movie so far, at least it looks like one cut. What the fuck? What was that about? Now we're back to the opening scene. Alright, he stopped twice. Third time's a charm, right? Even she's like, seriously? We're still an hour left in the movie. 30 minutes in and we get a title card. So did we just watch like a movie inside a movie? Yes. Okay. Okay, so there really aren't any hidden cuts. One Cut of the Dead's incredible single take opening has no hidden cuts. I was saying if there were, it was seamless and done very well. The incredible Japanese horror comedy that opens with a single take runs for 40 minutes with no hidden edits. That took an incredible amount of planning for this opening act. Oh my gosh, this was great. This was amazing. Just the amount of work involved in the first 37 minutes of this movie. I'm blown away. It's amazing and I love it. Okay, so this is 1 month earlier.
ゾンビですか?
8月からゾンビ専門チャンネルを立ち上げ
A zombie channel? Why isn't there already a zombie channel?
でしょうね。あんたにそんな度胸ないわな。
Ouch.
こんなんそっぱちんってやつ絶対ダメだよ。泣いたこととかない？
It's funny. She's trying to get a little girl to actually just cry.
作品のために必要であれば。
Oh, hello.
お母さんこれ僕が全てで。
ありがとうございます。
Dad's like, well, maybe I'll hire this guy. I know that's the actor from the beginning of from the first act. I didn't recognize him right away because he was covered in makeup and blood for the whole first act. I'm just gonna pause and just say again how much I really like this film, because it's literally showing you a filmmaking process in a sense, and I love that. Personal space. Daughter's not interested in watching dad work at all. But to be honest, if my dad was filming a movie with an A-list with friggin' Johnny Depp, I wouldn't stop staring either. Does mom do like method acting or something? Does she really get into it? Is he gonna be sick? Okay, we are approaching the final act. So I'm really not sure what to expect, because I feel like the opening act is also the final act. I'm not sure how it's gonna go, because in watching the whole first thing, the first act almost seemed like I wasn't sure if what we were watching was actually the film or if it was something that happened on set by accident. I don't know. I'm not sure what to expect for this final act. I'm really not sure. It also seemed like this is going to be a live broadcast. I didn't catch that at first, but now they're saying it's going to be a live broadcast, which, oh my god, that would be so horrifying to do. Oh my god. I don't know what to expect. I really don't, because this movie's like, it's definitely not like your typical zombie movie, and so I don't know where this movie's going to take us. I don't. And he doesn't. Action! Is he on script? Everyone's looking at him like, I went full throttle. Yeah, you did. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. I've heard of this like actually happening to like real like actors that were drunk on set. There would be somebody like right off camera trying to like prop him up and shit. I love this. Okay, so this whole final act is kind of showing what was going on off camera during the whole first act. This is friggin' brilliant. So I'm betting those 3 moments when the director shouted action, that probably was not part of their script, was it? And this guy right here, the guy in the yellow, just like, he seems to have the bubble guts this whole time. I feel really sorry for the PAs on this movie. That's why he was sitting there the whole time looking like this was just an everyday occurrence, is because he has to go to the bathroom. Of course, nothing goes right in a live broadcast. Nothing does. I was thinking the same thing. Was he looking at us? Was he looking at like the actual camera? What's going on? The poor PAs on this production. Oh god. Oh wow! God, she just face planted right on the ground. Oh.
落ち着けよ。
落ち着いてるわよ、私は。落ち着いてる。
役に入り込むと我を忘れちゃうみたいな。
Okay, there's about 15 minutes left in the movie. Let's see how this goes. I absolutely love this because I've done live broadcasts, but never anything like this. Mostly I've done like seminars or sports or something like that. I've never done anything like this live. I can only imagine like to actually do something like this live probably would involve a lot more people off camera, but still, this is just, it's so fun and accurate, showing the chaos going on behind the cameras as well as in front too. This is just, I love this movie. They're gonna choke her out. That's how they get her. Oh my god. Yeah, I did think this part did go on a little bit long, and now I understand why. I didn't catch what that was that they broke.
クレーンが使えない。
Oh, that was the crane. That's why there's so many stops. I was even like, really? I know exactly what they're trying to do. They're making a human crane. I love this. Aww. That kind of relief and exhaustion you feel at the end of a production. Yeah. Now we gotta clean everything up. So this is one cut of the dead. It definitely earns its title as one cut. Cause, okay, so the premise of the film was this director is basically assigned this task of broadcasting a one-take horror zombie movie on the new zombie channel. And did they deliver? But I love it because the whole first half of the whole first 30 minutes of the movie, it's like you're watching this happen and no context. You don't know the background of it. And there were points watching the first act of the movie, watching the movie in the movie in the movie. There are points where there are some parts where you're like, okay, this is dragging on a little bit, but then it gets explained and you're like, oh, it's almost like watching a behind the scenes documentary on making this film. Oh, it's based on a play, Ghost in the Box. Okay. So I love this. So they must have filmed the film, filmed the short, and then they've filmed back the stuff going on behind the scenes, which, yeah, can literally be just as chaotic as what's going on in front of the camera, if not more so. If you love the process of making films or anything like that, this is definitely a movie I would recommend. This is probably one of the best, like, behind the scenes movies, you know, just movies about movies, or movies about actors or the director, just things like that. Like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is kind of in that same genre of, you know, a film within a film kind of thing, or making a film in a movie about making a movie. Am I making sense? Yes. I don't know. But this is probably one of the better ones I've seen. I think one of my favorite parts are the director yelling, "Action!" and then just like literally throwing zombies at the actors. That's what was great. And it would have been even better if they were real zombies. Definitely, this movie is an A+ in my book. Even though it doesn't actually have zombies in it, it is definitely one for the books about making a zombie movie. And not just a zombie movie, but a zombie movie that's done in one take. And it doesn't seem like it would be more complicated than just shooting a movie with multiple takes, but trying to do one in one take, you've got not only the actors, but your behind the camera people have to be just as fast, if not quicker, with the pacing and their cues and what they need to do, like the blood splattering from off camera, like that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's great, and you don't see that often because a lot of people don't know what it takes to make a film, let alone such a long take like that. And they showed the process. I like how they showed not only the actors rehearsing, but the DP rehearsing and the DP's assistant helping them out. I did that I did both of those jobs when I was in college. As a DP, we were doing a shoot outside, and it was so bright I couldn't see the monitor for the camera, so we stuck a piece of I just basically had a big piece of black cloth over me and the camera, and it was a moving shot, so I had somebody behind me with their hand on my back, and as I would move, they would move, and if I needed to stop, then they would, like, you know, press their hand into my back or something and make me stop. And that assistant's job is just as important as the DP, because if that assistant falls off track, then that DP could trip and fall, especially if they're moving around, because the DP has to look into that camera the whole time. They can't be looking around off camera because they could lose their frame. So that assistant is just as important as the DP is, the director of photography. That's what a DP is, if you don't know. I love how this movie showed how important everybody's job is on a set, especially the PAs. The PAs, the production assistants, the people running around with the buckets of blood splattering people or quickly applying makeup to the new zombies. That's just as important as the actors on camera. Without those PAs, who can be treated like real shit, without the PAs, there's no movie. Or if there is a movie, it can be a really shitty one. The PAs are super important in a film production. And I love how this movie really shows the importance of everybody on set. Not just the actors and the director, but everybody. So that's, yeah, this was a really great movie. I'm definitely going to be watching this one again. Especially since I had to read subtitles, and I probably missed a few things here and there. I love how it also turned into like kind of a family production too, because Dad was the director and his wife eventually became the actress playing the makeup artist, and then the daughter ended up basically taking over the other directing duties off camera in the production room, and then she ended up being the camera person at the end of the movie. So I really, really enjoyed that, with how the family kind of became involved. Oh my god, the wife was hilarious now. Especially when they had to kill her off camera. That part did go on long, and I love how the people watching, the network people watching it were like, this is going on too long. And then you see why later. Like, okay, that's why that took so long. That's why she's just screaming for 5 minutes. Okay. I absolutely love it. And yeah, so this has been One Cut of the Dead. Thank you for the suggestion. And I don't know what I'm gonna do next week. I do have a lot on my list to look at. And if I remember, I will put the full list of the of what's on here down in the description below. And yeah, and if there's something you'd like me to watch sooner rather than later, let me know down in the comments. If there's a movie you think I should add to my black book over here, then let me know down in the comments. And yes, I appreciate you coming to watch my videos, and a like and subscribe is always appreciated, and I will see you at the next movie.